Hello everyone, I'm Keith.
I'm Kay.
Well, today I'm answering a request of one of my viewers who left a comment on how me and Kay first met. So I'm gonna give you a little timeline of how we first met, and that's it. Okay, to make a long story short, I work as a police officer, state police officer at a studio, and I used to have friends that were Filipinos, and they used to tell me about how the country was, it's such a beautiful place to go and all that. Now remember, I always wanted to go there. And I'm hearing all these good things about the Philippines, which really fascinated me a lot. So he says he goes every year. He lives here in America, and he has a home in Philippines. So anyway, I told him, well, yeah, I'll go one day, blah, blah, blah. I didn't really think I would ever go, because I've never been anywhere really out the country. But anyway, I know he takes vacations, he'll come back and tell me all about the Philippines. He went there and made me a clipboard, a supervisor on it and everything. And so he'd always tell me about the different towns and the people and how friendly they are and everything like that. So, I really was fascinated by it. But then one day, my wife had passed away. I was married before I met Kay, and she passed away in 2015. And so I took it very hard. I was down and out and everything like that. I mean, for about a year, I kept myself secluded and everything, and my health was deteriorating and all that, bad condition. And then I do have other daughters. They used to tell me, Daddy, why don't you go on Facebook, meet some friends, something like that, da 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 da. So I didn't never know anything about Facebook or nothing about Facebook or social media or anything like that. So anyway, the first time I clicked on Facebook, they helped me set it all up and everything. This beautiful face popped up in there, and
Who is it?
And guess who it was? It was Kay. So we started talking, and I had never ever spoken with any other woman before, because I was married. But then we started talking. I explained a little bit about myself and my situation. She's told me about her situation, she's in school and everything, and her parents.
So before my husband met me, I'm still in school, college. And after school, I just go back home, and then school, home. So my day is just turning on the same thing like every day. Homeschool. Because our parents are so strict. Bawal kami umuwi ng gabi. Kapag dapat nasa bahay na kami ng 6, and then ayaw niya din na nagbo-boyfriend kami.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I started talking to her on social media, and we had good conversations. We just talking and explaining, we're being real good friends. And one thing I noticed about her, the quality in her, she was nice, and seemed like she was caring, and she used to give me a sort of advice at her age. I never met or talked to any other woman before, but she was talking at a mature level. She told me just to believe in God, and don't slow down your life and keep going forward, and things like that. So we talked and talked. Sometimes we'll talk all day, all night, until the next day she had to get him go to school and stuff like that. But we'd talk about all type of things. She told me all about her family. I told her all about my family and everything. We became real close friends on social media. Real close friends, So I said, oh, I'd like to meet her one day and just get to meet her, Because that's what I believe. You become really closer friends where you're meeting each other, talking face to face with each other, and things like that, Because I was thinking in my mind, well, she's so beautiful. I know she got a boyfriend somewhere, And so that's why I wanted to go meet her, So anyway, our conversation kept going every day, almost a year, wasn't it? Something
Yeah.
like, almost a year like that, talking. And I couldn't hardly wait to get on the phone to talk with her, because one good thing about it, we had camera phone, we could see each other. That was a real good thing. So it was a long distance relationship. I really didn't know if I was ever going to get a chance to go there, but I was going to make it a point for me to go there.
So we've been in long distance relationship about 2 years like that. 2 years, yeah. Then I've been loyal to him. So a lot of people say that if you were in a long distance relationship, it's not gonna work. So sometimes I think that too. Every time we have small arguments, but simple things like that, sometimes I think that maybe our long distance relationship is not really gonna work. But we try to keep going on our relationship and make it more stronger. But our long distance relationship was successful. We got married.
Yeah, but before that, we had a long distance relationship. By then, we became very, very close, and we wanted to start a good relationship with each other. By that time, we wanted to meet each other. It was so strong because we knew each other for a whole year, and marriage was the furthest thing from my mind. I just wanted to get to know her and be with her. I didn't think about marriage again.
And I never thought I was going to get married. I thought we were just going to have a relationship. That's it.
And just meet each other and have fun and go places.
I never thought it's going to be deeper and deeper and deeper and get married.
And
never expect that.
It got that way. because one day I had a friend who worked with me. Like I told you, the friend that was a Filipino and goes back and forth to Philippines every year, asked me. He was going down there to give a class to some police cadets, and usually him and his wife go together, but she didn't want to go, and he asked me, did I want to go? I can have that ticket. So I said, wow, yes, sure, I would love to go. I would love to go. So we planned a date, and then I called Kay, and I told her, guess what? I'm coming to Philippines.
I was so happy and scared and nervous.
So I told her why. I was going to the Philippines, and I explained the whole story to her. I told her what date we're coming. And I told her, my friend, instead of you coming to pick me up at the airport, my friend would drop me off at your house.
Yeah, the apartment.
The apartment house that we already made arrangements of apartment right next to her mother's home. She arranged to get me an apartment right next door upstairs. And so she got all that done for me, So anyway, I got a flight date, and I told Kay which day I'm coming on, and I told her, like I said again, I told her my friend's going to drop me off at her house. He's familiar with Philippines because he's from there, and he lives around the Manila area, not too far where she stays. So anyway, we took off the day we left from the airport. The flight was kind of scary. The plane was kind of shaking a little bit, there was a lot of air pockets being there, but it was a long, long, long flight. It was about 15 hours long, man. That's a long flight, But I took it, we flew there, and finally we landed in Manila, Philippines. Wow. When I got there, I noticed that the weather was really hot, very hot. And my friend was there. We both went up together, but he called another friend for transportation to get us around. So anyway, we jumped in in his car, and we went to customs, all that stuff you do when you land in the airport. And we got in the car, and I called Kay. And what did I tell you? I told you, I'm here, I'm on my way, or something like that.
Sobrang kabado na ako noon. Excited na kabado.
And then so we drove. Now we kind of had problems finding the place because a lot of streets you got to turn and do curves and all that. We asked a few people about the address, so finally they directed us. And I had pictures of the apartment, mind you. I had pictures of the apartment already, so I knew how it looked. I knew how it looks when I see it. So anyway, we drove around, came around the corner, and it was that corner where all the tricycles at. We went around that block.
Tricycle, sidecar.
Yeah, sidecar. Went around there, and all of a sudden, boom! I saw it in the distance, the apartment. I said, "That's it! That's the apartment right there!" You know. And so we drove up to the apartment, and I saw this tiny little girl, little Filipino girl, sitting outside with this man, you know. So I drove up and got out the car, and I saw her. I knew that was Kay, but I didn't know she was so tiny. You know, she told me she was her height and all that. We discussed all that. And I told her how tall I was. But when you get out and actually be up there against them, and you see, I looked and I said, Kay, hi, Kay. Did I say that?
Yeah. And then you hugged me.
Yeah, gave you a hug.
He was so tall. He was so tall. His hand is very big, like a basketball player.
Yeah.
This is so big.
So she introduced me to her papa. He was standing right there. And, you know, I introduced him, and Chester, they all introduced each other, you know. So I went upstairs to the apartment. Did you take me, or did I go ahead of you? I think I went ahead of you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I went up there, I saw these people in there, and I know their faces because I met them through pictures when we were talking online. And I said, "Hey, Mary Joy!" I called his mother Mary Joy, and I named them all, you know. And they were so shy.
You know, Filipinos always shy. Always do like that.
Yeah, they were so shy. Wow. And so the driver bought my bags upstairs and everything upstairs, and they had all kind of food laid out, all kind of good Filipino food. I never tasted Filipino food, but it was delicious. It was masarap, you know. It was good. So the food was delicious. We ate and everything. So my friend was talking to her father, speaking in Tagalog. I didn't understand so much at all, really, at that time. And so they told me, I said, "Where's my room?" They took me to my room. And what was so amazing to me, Kay started taking off my shoes. I said, "Whoa, what are you doing?" And she said, "Oh, I just want to make you comfortable like that." And I have never had that done to me before, you know. So I said, "Okay, fine." You know, took my shoes off, and I was getting comfortable. We sat there, we talked a little bit. So anyway, she made me feel very, very comfortable. And I was talking to her. It's like we really knew each other because we've been talking for a year, you know, but we just wanted to spend time with each other. See, you can never really know a person till you spend time with them. And,
True.
And you know, every day, and I'll stay there for what, a week?
1 week.
1 week. And we spent the entire time together, you know. So,
24 hours.
yeah. She'd go home, and the next day she's at the apartment, and she fixed me breakfast, and she fixed my meals for me and all that, you know, which was cool, you know. And she we went shopping together at the market. Her and her mother went along with us, you know, got food and everything. Went back, and I explained how I eat and stuff like that. But anyway, we had a really good time together. I go next door and we have breakfast, almuerzo, which means breakfast with the family, and we always talk. And she got siblings, you know, you got 3 siblings, right? You know, and they were shy and nice and everything. So we had a good time. And so I said, wow, I love this. And the countryside was so beautiful, green and everything, mango trees, banana trees, everywhere, you know. And I was so fascinated by it, fascinated by the people, the culture. It was just so fascinating to me. And I know I was only going to be a week, but I know I had to come back. So that 1 week I had there was great. I had such a great time. And I actually went back to Philippines 4 more times. And I will continue that story on the next video, explaining more, because a lot I have to tell you. A lot happened during my time there, and you know, our love stories continue. How we really fell in love being together each and every
And
day.
how we ended getting married.
I got one too. You know, so stay tuned for the next video we make on how I met Kay. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Got any questions or any comments or anything down there, leave down below, and please subscribe to our channel. I appreciate that very much, and you guys have a great day. Bye.
Bye.